If you are watching this video right now, I need you to stop what you are doing and listen very carefully, because this is a breaking and critical immigration update that could directly affect your visa, your green card process, your work authorization, your family plans, and in some cases, years of effort you have already invested in the United States immigration system. This is not speculation. This is not social media rumors. This is not fear-mongering. This is a serious risk warning that many applicants are completely unaware of, and ignoring it could cost you months, years, or even your entire immigration case. Right now, many people believe that waiting is safe. Many believe that silence from immigration authorities means nothing is wrong. Many assume that if something changes, they will find out later. That thinking is exactly what puts people at risk. Because according to recent official updates and ongoing policy shifts, a major immigration mistake is happening quietly, and people only realize it after the damage is already done. By the time they receive a denial, a delay notice, or a request they can no longer fix, it's already too late. And today, I'm going to explain what is happening, who is affected, why this matters right now, and what could happen if you misunderstand or ignore this update. Welcome to Real Guide News, your trusted source for daily United States immigration updates, visa news, government policy changes, and official announcements explained in simple, clear English. This channel exists for one reason: to help you stay informed, prepared, and protected in an immigration system that changes constantly and often without warning. Now let's talk about the big mistake that is putting thousands of people at risk. The mistake is not filing the wrong form. The mistake is not missing an interview. The mistake is assuming time is on your side when it no longer is. Over the past months, immigration processing patterns have quietly changed. Processing timelines are shifting, review standards are tightening, requests for evidence are increasing, and cases that used to move smoothly are now being delayed, paused, or questioned. According to government sources and official immigration communications, agencies are reviewing applications more carefully, cross-checking information more aggressively, and enforcing deadlines with far less flexibility than before. This means something very important. If you wait too long to act, if you delay responding, if you assume your case will remain untouched, you may lose years, not weeks, not months, years. Many applicants don't realize that immigration does not always warn you before a problem becomes permanent. A small delay today can trigger a major setback tomorrow. For example, someone waiting to update documents might suddenly fall out of eligibility. A work permit holder delaying a renewal could face a gap that affects employment status. A student assuming their status is secure might discover a violation too late to fix. A family-based applicant may miss a window that cannot be reopened. These are not rare cases anymore. They are becoming common, and they are happening quietly. What makes this situation even more dangerous is that many people only rely on outdated advice, old timelines, or experiences from friends who applied years ago. But immigration rules do not stay the same. What worked last year may not work today. What was forgiven before may now trigger scrutiny. What was flexible before may now be enforced strictly. Based on recent policy updates and processing behavior, waiting is no longer a neutral choice. Waiting can now actively hurt your case. This affects visa applicants, students, temporary workers, green card applicants, family-sponsored cases, employment-based petitions, and even people preparing for citizenship. If you are part of any of these groups, this update matters to you. Let me explain why. Immigration processing today operates on timelines that are not always visible to applicants. There are internal review periods. There are background checks that expire. There are document validity windows. There are policy changes that apply only after certain dates. When you wait too long, you risk crossing invisible deadlines. And once those deadlines pass, officers may not be allowed to give you extensions or second chances. This is why people suddenly receive notices saying their case has been denied due to inactivity, incomplete response, or loss of eligibility, even though they believed everything was fine. This is why people lose priority dates. This is why people are pushed back years in visa queues. This is why families are separated longer than expected. And this is exactly why staying informed early is now critical. At Real Guide News, we monitor these changes daily, not to scare you, but to prepare you, because preparation is protection. Now let's talk about the emotional side of this, because immigration is not just paperwork. It's your job, it's your family, it's your future. Many viewers watching this right now are already stressed. You're waiting. You're checking your case status. You're worried about delays. You're afraid of making a mistake. That feeling is completely understandable, and that's why it's so important to replace uncertainty with information. According to official announcements and recent immigration bulletins, processing delays and stricter enforcement are expected to continue, not decrease. This means the system will not become more forgiving with time. It will become more demanding. If you misunderstand a requirement now, the consequences later could be much heavier. If you delay action now, the recovery later could be impossible. This does not mean panic. This means awareness. It means understanding that immigration rewards those who act early, not those who wait until the last moment. And this is especially important right now because several updates are either already in effect or expected to roll out very soon. When these changes take effect, they do not pause for individual situations. They apply broadly. That's why we say missing this update could cost you years. Not because immigration wants to punish people, but because the system moves forward whether you are ready or not. Now let me be very clear and responsible here. This video is not legal advice. Every case is different, rules can change, but based on official sources, current trends, and confirmed updates, the risk of waiting has increased significantly. And ignoring that reality is the biggest mistake people are making right now. The good news is this: staying informed early gives you power. When you know what's coming, you can prepare documents early. You can monitor deadlines. You can avoid last-minute panic. You can protect your status. This is why Real Guide News exists. We don't just report headlines. We explain what they mean for real people. We break down complex immigration language into simple, understandable updates. And we remind you, repeatedly, because repetition saves people from mistakes. If you've been watching this channel, you already know that the people who stay ahead suffer less stress. They avoid unnecessary delays. They avoid avoidable denials. They avoid painful surprises. And as we move forward, staying updated will no longer be optional, especially as implementation dates approach, processing backlogs shift, and enforcement tightens. Being late will cost more than being early ever did. So if you are serious about your future in the United States, this is the moment to take information seriously. Not tomorrow, not next month, now. Because immigration does not wait for comfort. It moves on policy, timelines, and procedures. And those who don't move with it are left behind. Before we close, I want to speak directly to you. If this video helped you understand the risk, if it clarified why awareness matters, and if you want to protect your future, then I strongly encourage you to like this video. When you like it, you help this information reach others who may not even know they are at risk yet. I also urge you to subscribe to Real Guide News and turn on notifications. This is not entertainment, this is preparedness. Every update we share could save you time, money, stress, and years of effort. And finally, please share this video with friends or family members who are applying for visas, work permits, green cards, or citizenship. Many people make mistakes not because they are careless, but because they are uninformed. You could be the reason someone avoids a life-changing delay. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Our community is here to stay informed together. Thank you for trusting Real Guide News. Stay alert, stay prepared, and most importantly, don't wait until it's too late. Before you leave this video, remember this one thing. Immigration does not warn you before it takes years away from your future. The people who suffer the most are not careless. They are the ones who found out too late. If you want to protect your visa, your work, your family, and everything you've worked for, staying updated is no longer optional. Subscribe to Real Guide News and turn on notifications, because missing the next update could cost you years.